What's up, guys? Benny here. I'm back again with Challenge Reality News, and I am here with my friend Trina. Me and her were fellow AfterBuzz TV hosts. How's it going, Trina?
Yes, hello. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me. I have so much to say.
Oh yeah, so we're talking about the Challenge Double Agents, episode 9. This was a good episode, but I am so bummed about this episode. I'll tell you why in a little bit. But first, Trina, I want to know what your thoughts were overall with this episode.
I thought it was a little slow moving. I always think that the quiz episodes are really boring.
Really?
Mainly because I'm anxious for them and nervous that they're going to get really easy questions wrong, which happens every time, but it was a little bit brainier this time than usual. So that was good. And yeah, I thought it wasn't as fun as it usually is because we had some serious moments. Theresa had some serious moments about what she was going through and things like that. So yeah, it was a little bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's so interesting you talk about, the pace of the show, because a viewer actually messaged me and he was like, "Did you think that this episode was a little bit slow?" And I'm like, I didn't really think that, but then going back to it and comparing it to the other episodes, then yeah, it was a little slow. It wasn't as like jaw-dropping or intense as the other episodes, but let's just dissect it all and get right into it. So let's first start talking about Amber B. So the Rookie Girl Alliance, they're crumbling, man. They don't trust Amber B whatsoever. And I say this every single show. Like, you cannot get mad at someone for playing the game, especially someone from Big Brother, because you have to know that they're gonna lie to you to your face, because that's the whole name of Big Brother. What do you think about Amber B and her moves so far in this game?
I think Amber B is playing it just like she did in Big Brother. I watched her season, or which maybe she was on multiple, I don't know, but she's gonna play like that. That's why everybody hates the Big Brother people so much, because all it takes is a split second for them to lie to your ass and then you're done.
Exactly.
And I don't love the other Amber. What is she from? She is from,
I want to say she's from Are You the One?
Yes.
I think she's from Are You the One?
I watched that one too. She's from the last season of Are You the One? And I liked her on that show because that's a show where you just get to be yourself, not do much, just try to find love. And then she's not hard enough for this one. So she's not. So,
really? See, I gotta disagree with you on that one. I don't dislike Amber M, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, Amber M, I love her, because I haven't seen enough of her yet. All I know about Amber M is from what the cast has been saying on Twitter. The cast has been knocking her like no other. Like,
what have they been saying?
They've been saying like she's a layup. She's not like a true competitor. She's there for the wrong reasons. And I'm like, I haven't seen any of this, so I don't get why people don't like her. In the episode, a couple episodes back, where Devin got into it with her, and I'm like, this is really random. Like, I don't get it. So I don't have like, I'm not leaning any way towards Amber M. For Amber B, I'm not going to knock her gameplay, but I am disappointed with her further down in this episode, and we'll get more into that a little bit later. I want to talk about Theresa real quick. What are your thoughts? Because we got to see more of Theresa, but it was more of a somber moment, talking about her kids. And I completely forgot, like, the reason why she left the challenge was when she got pregnant and she never came back. Just what did you think of that moment with her and Corey?
I felt really bad because obviously we've followed all of Corey's stuff from the first baby with Cheyenne and now with, what's her name, Morgan?
Yeah.
And then, of course, so we know that he has stuff. So I thought it was very cool that they could connect. But I also felt bad because I'm not very nice about Theresa. I'll be honest. She kind of bugs. And so then when the real, world hits you in the face and you're like, oh yeah, this person's a human that has stuff going on, that's just trying to fight the good fight and maybe make some money for her family. And especially dealing with a postpartum depression, like that is you're not yourself.
Right.
And so it must be so hard. She's double battling what everybody else is doing.
Right. No, I agree. It was definitely a touching, somber moment. And it was cool that both her and Corey got to bond on that level. Yeah. Let's talk about this challenge. So you said you're not a fan of the whole trivia challenge. I actually love the trivia challenge because like some of the questions TJ will ask, they can be like so easy. And I'm like, how did you miss that? But like you said, this one was a lot brainier than past seasons. And I'm like, I'm trying to answer these. And I'm like, I have no idea.
Like Cam knows more than we do.
Right.
And then you're like, okay.
I will say though, the one I was like, come on, how did you not know this was when TJ asked, are wolves vegan or something? Or are they carnivores or something?
Yes.
And then Casey was like, no, they're not carnivores. I'm like, Casey.
But that's the other thing too. You're hanging by a thread, right? Mm-hmm. Like you're about to plunge into this water, so you lose your mind, I'm sure. But the best part of these is when TJ just laughs at them.
Oh yeah.
He's like, you're so dumb.
Hands down. Down. Were you surprised that Darrell won the first heat?
Yeah.
I was shocked because he was so freaking out.
But I think that is what keeps you maybe in the game when you just got to focus hard on one specific thing. I don't know. I like Darrell. I want Darrell to win the whole thing.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's never done anything wrong to us, right?
OG. I'll take that. That.
Yeah. He's never done anything bad as far as I recall. And that's all I need to know.
What do you think about Big T? I felt for Big T. I love her and I'm rooting for her, but as the episodes progress, it's so hard to what do you think about Big T?
So the episode that her and CT won, and she took her own little table with her crown and all of that. I was so shocked that everybody was playing along because that bugged the heck out of me. I was like, you realize that I know she's doing stuff. We can't say she's doing nothing.
Yeah.
But, the last episode shows us everything where, it was CT's game the whole time without at least his. But I feel bad for her because she wants it so badly. It's not like she's not trying. She just doesn't know how.
Right. I will say she is I think she is more of a mental competitor than a physical competitor. I will give her that. Everyone likes her. And that's a big part in this game. If you can have everyone liking you, then they can probably take you to the end, So.
Yeah. Especially from last season, right? Because that's when she split her toe or whatever when she was really drunk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And so then we have the second heat. It boils down to, it was Cam and Nam.
Yeah.
And Nam surprised me. I like the guy. Out of all the rookies, Nam is my favorite. What did you think about Nam? And then Cam's DQ.
I'll start with Nam. I'll start with the positive. I love him. He's a fellow Vietnamese dude showing it on screen. We never see that. So cool. And a Vietnamese German. So fun. So different for us. And he's so nice. Mm-hmm. He's big and scary, but he's not doing anything mean.
Right.
And I'm down with that. So, and he keeps it together. So it made sense to me that he got that far. Cam's DQ was so dumb because she just kept doing it.
Yeah.
Kept doing it. Just fall or something. It just looked sketchy to me.
Yeah, she was Cam is, I will say this about Cam. Cam is proving that she is the one to beat. Because she's a physical competitor and she is smart like no other. So I give that to her.
Yeah. She really did the whole fake it till you make it thing, didn't she? When she came in there, she just owned it when she was a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And then now she proved she was right.
And literally everyone who does her wrong, they get sent home. It's crazy. It's like, do not mess with Cam.
No, and she's the brains of the operation. Whatever part of the operation she's in, she's smart.
Right, exactly. So in the end, Amber B and Darrell win. And I love this part. They get like a lifetime supply of Burger King Whoppers. I'm like, well, that's dope, you know.
It was so hard for them to celebrate. They were like, Whoppers.
So so this is where I kind of get frustrated with Amber B. So she has two people on her radar, Theresa and Gabby.
Yeah.
And she's leaning more towards Gabby, but then she starts talking to Nany and the other vets, and they get in her head that she needs to send in Theresa because Theresa's a beast. She's going to win the final, blah, blah, blah. But this is what I'm thinking. You got to play your own game. And this is what Amber B has been saying all along. I'm playing my own game.
Yeah.
And I felt like at this point in time, she was playing other people's games because it just didn't make any sense to me why she would want to send Theresa in and not. And then she didn't even want to go in and get her skull. That's the whole point of winning. So you can make a smart decision on who to send in that you feel comfortable in going going against. And so what did you think about that whole scenario?
I think that's kind of the big brother mindset, right? Like you're used to doing all of the mental gameplay and then you rely on what gets you there to make you be able to slide through the actual physical competitions. And so that I think is what happens when you're like, oh, I have to go down there and do something maybe scary. Okay, then I won't do it. And then I'll probably just steal someone else's later. Like, that's probably her mindset. I don't know. I just think it's silly when all of them don't just raise their hand and say, I want to go, and then make everybody else decide because you're not going to go, especially if you're an Amber. That's going to be hard for you. They should have already gotten it if they were going to get it.
Right. Exactly. And see, this is my thing. This is what I think Amber B should have done. She should have sent in Amber M or Gabby. Even though I love these two girls, I love the rookies this season, but she should have sent in a girl that she 100% knew she could beat in a mental or a physical challenge. She knew she wasn't going to go in if she sent in Theresa. She kind of made it seem like she was going to decide, but she had made that decision once she made the decision that she was going to send in Theresa. And Darrell was right. Like, I agreed with him. Like, Amber was very frustrating.
Yeah. And this game is not always about getting the good people out right away. Like, that's not what it's about. It's about securing your spot. And if you're alongside the good people for a while, you'll be all right.
Right. Exactly. I completely agree. So we find out that it's Theresa that's going in. And I want to talk about, so I don't know if you've seen like the old seasons with Theresa and Nany and how they had like their beef with each other. And we really didn't see that this season. And so I'm like, oh, they must be all cool now. They must have be friends and put the water under the bridge. But then we have that one moment. This is the only moment we got between them. And what did Theresa say? She was like, "You good, Nany?" And Nany was like, yeah, Theresa, I'm good. And you could see it in Nany's face that she was like, "Don't come at me."
No, because I think they probably have just been staying away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Theresa, because Theresa is, as much crap as I give her, she is much less annoying this season than the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe she's just trying to keep it, because she knows Nany will just start swinging.
Yeah. Nany has no filter when you come after her. But I want to ask you this. Do you think Theresa played a good game this season? Because I loved her this season. I love Theresa.
I think she did. I think there were definitely times where she could have just kept her mouth shut and didn't have to share plans, especially that were fake. Like, she didn't have to share her opinion at all. She could have just been hush and shut up. and be in a better situation than she was up until this point, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I kind of knew that Theresa was going to be going home soon. A couple episodes ago when she said, when she first got partnered with Corey, and she said, every girl with Corey who gets partnered with Corey ends up going home. So I'm a little worried. And as soon as she said that, I knew it. I was like, all right, I don't think Theresa's going to make it this far, which I was so bummed about because she's an OG. I love seeing the OGs that we haven't seen in a good minute come back. I root for them like no other. So we go.
Wait, hold on. Do you believe in the Corey thing? Like, do you believe that that's going to happen the rest of the time, that man is cursed in the elimination hole?
So it's Amber next with Corey. Amber M, right? She's yeah, I do believe it.
But do you think it's because of Corey, or do you think he just keeps getting stuck with like people that are doomed?
Yeah, I think he keeps getting stuck with people who are doomed. I will say the one partner he had that would have taken him to the end, he probably would have kept her, was Natalie.
Yeah.
Natalie
that sucked.
She would have won. I guarantee you she would have won. She was a beast and she was likable.
Yes. But Anne didn't take any crap either. Like she was just at the right tone that everybody was not going to mess with her, but also was afraid of like the whole thing.
And she already had her skull. No one's going to try and steal that skull from her.
No, they want their head ripped off? Heck no. I felt so bad because hers was because of a family emergency, right?
I felt it was because she found out that she was pregnant.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, she found out she was pregnant and then she miscarried, which was super, super sad. Yeah.
Did she miscarry on the show?
No, not on the show.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I felt for her like no other. Like I want to see her come back because I love Survivor. Survivor is like one of my favorite shows other than The Challenge. So when I found out that she was going to be on this season, I was like, this girl has to make it.
Yeah.
And she's won both 2 seasons of Survivor that she won. So like she's a great competitor. But
that's sad.
When it comes to Casey and Theresa, before the elimination even started, did you have who did you have a feeling was gonna win versus who are you rooting for?
You know, Casey rubs me the wrong way sometimes too. Like I don't really understand her game very much at all.
Mm-hmm.
I think her game, it's obviously a selfish game, but she doesn't vocalize a lot.
Yes.
And so I never really get her. So I would never mind if she left. And Theresa, since I thought that maybe everything she was going through was going to turn her into some sort of monster and that she was just going to prevail. Mm-hmm. And so I thought that might have been it, but this just wasn't the one for her to be able to do that.
Yeah, I agree with you on the Casey part. I just feel like I don't get enough from Casey. Like I don't see her enough. And so when that happens, I'm like, all right, well, it's not going to be a big deal for me if you are eliminated. You know, I'm sure she's a great person. Obviously she is a great competitor, but I just don't see her enough. Like even with Fessy isn't my favorite this season, but even with Fessy, like I'm getting a lot from him. So it's like it's making me tune in. But
wait, did we talk about anything Nany and Casey this season ever?
Nany's been under the radar this season. The girl wants to win.
Because that's all we know about Casey, really, is that she got a lot of screen time because of the Nany situation last season.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
whatever the hell that was. Nobody knows what it was.
I forgot all of that. Well, as far as I know, I think Casey is still with her girlfriend.
But like, how is it that they're there together,
right?
And no one's even gonna make fun of them. Like, no one's gonna throw any daggers. Like, Wes didn't say anything. Well, early on,
the rumor mill is from all the fan accounts that like really dive deep into this show. They say that there have been a lot of things that have been cut out this season. I don't know why. So maybe that was one of the things that was left on the cutting room floor. I have no idea. But yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very, very good point.
But I think Casey is sketchy from that, I think. That's why I don't really care about her, because I really like Nany.
Oh, I love Nany. Nany is like another OG I just want to see coming back overall.
And win.
Yeah, and win. I will say Leroy is my number one guy I want to see win.
If he doesn't win, I don't want to see him anymore.
I'm going to feel bad.
It's just sad. You're looking at him as sad.
I'm going to feel so bad because this is his
million.
Like he's been doing these for a while. He hasn't gotten a win yet. He's been playing a good game.
Yes.
He's been playing a really good game with Cam this season. So
clean. He's been playing a clean game.
Exactly. So I really want him to win the whole thing. You know what's interesting? I think it's because Johnny Bananas isn't on the show this season, because he's best friends with Johnny Bananas, so he's instantly tied to him. Even if Johnny does something sleazy and Leroy doesn't, Leroy is still tied to Johnny, Do we know why Johnny, are the fans saying anything about that? Twitter, about why he's not on? No, actually, I haven't seen anything. Like, the only thing I can think of is just he wanted to take a break. I remember him saying after the end of the finale of Total Madness, he kind of hinted like, oh, you know what? Like, I just won this one. Should I just leave and go out on top? But I don't think he's done just yet. I think he would have made, like, if he's going to, like, retire from the challenge, with Johnny, I feel like he would make, like, some big thing about it. He would, like, make, like, an announcement or something. So, and they'll make him a big enough offer to where he'll come. They'll make him some sort of offer where he can't refuse, and he'll come back. Exactly. So we'll see. But what did you think about that elimination between Casey and Theresa? I don't know. For some reason, I just felt bad the whole time. I felt like it wasn't from the second it started, because at the beginning I was like, Theresa's gonna take this. I think we're okay. And then she's gonna deal with everybody in the house. And then there's a mood that changed. Mm-hmm. Where to me, it was just kind of obvious it wasn't going to go that way. Yeah. The whole episode had that mood for me. Yeah, as soon as Casey got that ring, I was like, it's over. Like, I wanted Theresa to win so bad. I wanted her to win so bad. Because I don't want to call Theresa a villain, but Theresa's great TV. TV. She's Mean Girl TV. She was like the only one like making like crazy moves. Like, she wasn't playing scared, and I love that about her. And that's how she played when back in the day when she was on the challenge. So I was bummed that she left. We kind of touched on this a little bit, but what do you think about Corey and Amber M together? Do you think they're gonna like be the top dogs? Yeah, I think now they're gonna win it all. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like, this was the turn for Corey. Suddenly he wins with Amber. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think that, first of all, I'm shocked at every time Corey gets a new partner, he fakes happiness. Because he's gonna lose. That's true. But now he got Amber and he's still like, yeah. And it's like, oh, yeah. No, though. Like, that's not gonna be helpful to you. But I guess next is a guy's elimination, huh? Yeah. Were you surprised that Casey stayed with Leroy? No, I think Leroy. I don't know who else she would have chosen. Who did you think? Did you have a feeling she was going to choose someone else? No, I thought that was a smart move of hers. I thought that she was going to go back to Fessy, but I'm like, that's a stupid move. Like, like the reason why Cam and Leroy aren't partnered, I feel should be the same reason why Casey and Fessy don't partner up. They're stronger separate. Absolutely. And I think someone needs to break up Lolo and Nam. That CT said it best. If they got their ish together, they would be a freaking scary team.
Yeah, we would just be watching them win and win, but Lolo is so low.
She doesn't even have a red skull yet. And I'm like, come on, Lolo, I know you're a beast, girl. Like, step up and get that red skull. Like, I know you can do.
She's so scared, though. Like, the whole thing last time when she was like, you choked me. It's like, girl, they're not Olympian rules here.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you didn't agree with that whole situation?
No. I thought it was silly. And I thought it was silly that Anissa was like, I'm sorry. It's just like, what are we sorry for?
I think Anissa just said that so she can just like brush all the drama away and not to put like a radar on her just in case. Because Lolo, she is tough. So just in case Lolo does win, you know, she's not going to say, oh, well, Anissa never apologized to me. You're going in, you know.
But is she that tough though? Like, what has she shown us that she's like so tough?
She hasn't. And
she can run. That's what we know.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's the only rookie who has technically played this game before, so she does somewhat know this game. So that's why I'm just a little disappointed that I'm not like seeing her like really like beast moded out, you know?
Are we about to talk about the next episode?
Yeah. Did you see the super trailer?
I was like
so good.
What? I couldn't even follow it. I was like, why is so much stuff happening?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I was watching a live with it was Fessy and Josh. I love Josh, by the way. I know a lot of people don't like him, but that guy's hilarious. But,
did you watch his Big Brother?
No, I just started watching Big Brother like this past season also.
Go back and watch that season.
Really?
That season is just a mess. You'll love it.
I need to see it. I love watching a mess though.
They are messy.
But it's so funny because they were talking about the super trailer and Fessy hadn't seen it, and Josh was like, oh dude, like your messy self is all over, and they start making out with Gabby and they show you getting in a fight with CT. And then, you know, the conversation got brought up saying, you know, they never show like the whole side to everything. And then Fessy was like, of course they're going to show like CT getting into it with me, but they're not going to show it the other way around. Yeah. And Josh was just like, it just gets to the point where like, I just don't give it up anymore. And I'm just going to do me. And I don't care who I get into arguments with. I don't care if you're an OG or what. If I'm right, I'm right. And you know, he wasn't wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And Josh is good TV, and he knows that, and he knows that's why he keeps getting called back, because people love watching him. So.
Yeah. Oh, but what happened with Lolo cries, right? In the trailer?
I don't remember. Like you said, there were so many things. I'm pretty sure.
I was like, did she just cry? And was it because she was making out with Nam, or was that Fessy and Gabby?
That was Fessy and Gabby.
And also, who is Gabby? Like, I forget that she exists.
Gabby comes from... Oh, man. Where did Gabby come from?
Is she Love Island?
I wouldn't say she was Love Island UK.
Yeah.
And I think she was on Celebrity Big Brother. I think I remember reading that about her.
Okay.
But, yeah. I feel like Gabby, though, is going to be, like, a Jenna. Remember when Jenna was first introduced and everyone thought that she was like a layup and no one thought she could do anything, but then it turns out she was a Barbie beast?
Exactly.
I feel like Gabby is going to be like that. I don't know why.
Probably because she's hung on this far and we don't really know how. Like, we don't really know exactly what she's got going on. So she probably just is like middle of the road and boring.
Like, she's playing, you know, I feel like that's how you have to play when you're a rookie. Like, you just... If you speak out and you're like all out there, that just puts a target on your back, and it's easy for the vets to throw you in, you know? Yeah. And like, if Gabby makes it to the end, like, that's a smart move on her, because she was able to stay under the radar and then show everyone what she really has. Yeah.
We'll see. It's only going to get way messier from here.
I know. I can't wait. But so that was the review. Thank you, Trina.
That's it.
But I also want to talk about you for a little bit, because I know you do like a lot of stuff on the side. So why don't you tell the viewers like what you do? Because I know you have your own podcast as well.
Yes, I have my own podcast, which you need to come through on soon. It's called Socially Deconstructed. We basically take apart social behavior, social trends that we just have questions about. So, like ghosting or diet culture, just kind of everything that people just want to work out that there's really no right or wrong answer to. I'm also an actor and a screenwriter, so keep him busy with that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, like I see little clips of your show, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate this. We have to do it again. I love talking about the challenge with you. It's actually the first time I actually really got to talk about the show with you. So I was super stoked.
Exactly.
I know you're a very busy woman. So thank you again.
Oh my gosh.
For all of you watching, make sure you like and subscribe so you can get all the latest content whenever I upload it or whenever we go live. And yeah, thank you guys again, and I'll see you next week. Any final words, Trina?
Final words, Leroy or bust.
Agree. All right, take it easy, guys. See you later.
Bye.